Everything cool, right, starts from somewhere with someone and some friends.
All right, so we're just leaving Santa Monica and we're headed to the Adidas showroom. So the Adidas showroom is basically like where they keep all the cool clothes, like a lot of the collabs, like the Fear of God stuff. They just came out with like the Montclair Adidas collab and all that stuff. So I was invited when I was at the headquarters back in September, and we're finally in LA. So now we're gonna go by and see if we can get something cool.
Can only cool people wear sunglasses inside?
No, you can wear sunglasses. You want to wear sunglasses?
No, I'm not cool.
So I'm Annabelle, Jerry. We actually work on culture marketing. So we work on like the entertainment partnerships.
Okay.
But we're so happy to have you in the showroom in LA.
I'm glad to be here.
This is kind of where we just host everyone and bring them in. So a lot of our current collection is up. This is just a bunch of our archive, like on images and books. But yeah, it's kind of your first stop. We wanted to just give you some product. And, you know, we pulled some stuff for you back there, but you can check it out.
All right, we'll make a swing back around then.
Yeah, for sure. Hang out. Also, do you guys want any water or anything?
I'd love some water. Dang, this is huge, bro. I have to give me one.
So this is what, you know, this is something that we're doing. It's a very different version of the brand than maybe you've seen in the past. And it's important that you know that this is actually for the culture, built right at the right level of quality for athletes like yourself and others. I mean, honestly, for the employees, we do a lot of great work, and it's actually a space that fits the work we do. Some reason for people who like streetwear, fashion,
They like a lot. They like the layer.
Exactly.
Love the layer.
It's like, that doesn't feel expensive. It doesn't feel considered enough. But this, to your point, this layering, like even that layering, right, is dope. And the black one, to your point, when it's black on black leather, black suede, black mesh, it looks real dope. So we get about, you know, 300 people will come, you know, around here, both, you know, kind of full-time folks work on the global team, and then we have a lot of folk that do shared services because it's a magnet for talent, as you can imagine. People always want to kind of pull up and hang out.
Oh, 100%.
Well, look, let's go do a little quick tour. Yeah, it's a massive view. It's technically two buildings. It's building A and building B, right? So
yeah, we live in building B.
Yeah, we have a sky bridge, so our staff sits in building A, which is where we design. So imagine we can just have people come and host. Culture marketing team does their job, they can host here, and then our team can still work. Because it's actually a workshop, literally and figuratively. We actually have a workshop here, or what we would consider an atelier, where we can actually do samples, we can do, you know, limited production, right, models. So when we have ideas, we can make things happen in real time and not have to go to Asia. So we have that here, and then we also have a, you know, ton of designers that sit here. Now on a Friday afternoon, most of them not here because we have a 3-day work week, which is important, right? So most people come Tuesdays and Thursdays every day. Fridays is more of an optional day. So you have to thank these people for being here, because usually they don't have to be here on Friday, you know. So yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays is when it's more bustling. But I have a team that's working in one of our line review spaces that will walk you through some work. Assume this is an extension of your family office in LA, right? So we're here. And one of the things we did is every area you see here is basically a simple model. White is working space, black are corridors. So anything you see black walks to an exit or to another part of the building. Okay. When you make product, it's a very different way. You can tell a tech company versus a really good products company or fashion house, because a tech company will have a lot of color and a lot of things going on. Yeah. If you ever go to a Google campus or a brand, now unlike Apple, Apple's a product company. Yeah. So it's clean. So we'll have art like this. This is a piece by Mark Gonzalez, Gonzo. He did this in our building. He's a skater, one of the OG skaters. This is a Gonzo, right? One of his biggest works, if not his biggest work ever in our office. And it's minimalist for a reason, because again, when you work in product, you don't want anything to distract. So look at your color on these walls. Yeah. If I'm trying to judge if that's a good color, I can judge this color against this background because nothing distracted me from the color. Yeah. I can look at that orange, I can look at that gray and goes, that green, is it two grays or two this? Yeah. Because the environment doesn't distract. And then we also have an unfinished floor because in design, one of our key designers, Mark Miner, who's our VP of creative for a lot of the originals work, says the table I'm sorry, the floor is the biggest table. Because if the floor is the biggest table, you can put product here, you can put product here. And you can judge the product the same way because you don't have a crazy pattern on the floor, a rug that changes from the color, because it can make you love a color or hate a color based on
just because on
what's around it. Yep.
That's tough. Oh, okay.
Airball, that's when you know it's time.
I look at people like you and, like I said, AI, Carl, Flojo, others, as creators in their space.
Yeah.
And you brought something to the table that didn't exist. And I always say, I tell my team this all the time, those who can't, critique. Those who can, create.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And you either do it or you talk about doing it. Or you talk about really others who do it.
No.
But
I definitely got tired of talking about people.
But you want to make it. I mean, you're clearly doing it. You're clearly doing it. But
it feels slow at times. I'm not gonna lie.
Change is always slow.
I know.
It always feels slower than you think. But I agree with what you said as well about. I naturally, when I talk about change, it's about movements. Fab Five Freddy once said something that I believe to be true in lifestyle. I paraphrase this, but I have it up in one of our slides. You might have seen it in that room we had. It's everything cool, right? Starts from somewhere with someone and some friends. So if you think about that, everything cool that you can imagine starts from somewhere with someone and some friends. And in marketing language, there's a proper term called provenance, like where things are from. Cognac, Champagne, those actual regions. Napa Valley, Silicon Valley, right? Brooklyn, like these are neighborhoods or communities or pockets where you can almost imagine what came from them. That's why Apple puts design in Cupertino. Because they know that some place matters, right? I know we make it in China, but we actually have all the energy in Cupertino. And so what we're building in DTLA is like, the Audi from DTLA, like it's different. And you feel that energy. But the key is if you have some place, if you have someone, let's think hip hop, Cool Herc, Bronx, and then the crew. Anything you can think about skate culture, if you think about US track and field, you'll think about a lot of things. You'll think about Santa Monica Track Club. You'll figure something. You immediately think about a place. And so what you should be thinking about whenever you have an idea or a movement is always think about the amalgamation of those three things. Where, someplace, who, you, and then who's that crew. Because everything happens with a crew that is worthwhile, right? That's why you think about culture, you think about communities, and you think about locations, and you think about, the person who ignited the fire.
I appreciate you guys visiting our especially on short notice.
Man, when are they making your donkey food? I want to watch that.
I appreciate that. My wife, luckily, she's a professor of communications at Annenberg. So if anybody writes it, I'll trust her to hold the pen on that one.
I chose Adidas originally because they had the family aspect that my family has. The same, we are a family tight-knit crew that we know that every day isn't going to be great, that there is leniency and grace as well as growth and development. That's why I chose Adidas. If you're able to do everything quick, easy, and efficient, it makes your job that much easier. If I'm able to do my job, which is run fast, but then also push the culture, and I have somebody in my back pocket who can help me push that culture, who also has that passion, then it just makes everything faster. We're already on the same page. It's not a conversation of, oh, wouldn't you think this would be cool? It's no, we both think this is cool already. Let's figure out a way to make this happen.